Supporting gold management, government is forming a bullion bank. Bank Negara Indonesia decided to cut its lending rates to 8.75%. Good afternoon, viewers. Market Headlines is ready to provide you a number of informations from the business, economic, and capital market sectors. With me, Wicky Adrian. This is Market Headlines. There's another new government plan, namely forming a bullion bank. This type of bank can manage gold transaction, which is one of Indonesia's best commodities.
Coordinating Minister for the Economy Erlangga Hartarto said that the government is currently reviewing the formation of a bullion bank. He explained that this potential is almost motivated by Indonesia, which has one of the largest gold mines. In fact, the export performance of gold and granule was recorded to have increased up to $5.2 million, making it one of the biggest gold player in the world.
Satu yang sedang dikaji oleh pemerintah adalah pembentukan bullion bank. Nah, ini tentu nanti Pak Menteri Perdagangan juga bisa mendalami bagaimana ekspor import ini, karena sebagian digunakan untuk juga jewelries, di mana dulu ekspor import ini tentu ada kaitan dengan PPN dan yang lain.
The formation of bullion bank will benefit the government and society. Among other things, saving foreign exchange industry can get a resource of project financing, banks can diversify product, and people can get a return on saving. Jakarta, Rajo Pakmo for IDX Channel.
The government continues to design policies for the tourism sector, which has not yet recovered. The tourism minister is optimistic that in the second and third quarters of this year, the number of domestic tourists will improve.
The government continues to design policies that can restore tourism conditions, with the main condition that the control of COVID-19 is successfully carried out. The Minister of Tourism and Creative Economy, Sandiaga Uno, explained that improving tourism conditions will be greatly affected by pandemic conditions. Sandi explained that the condition of tourism will greatly affect the health discipline efforts in various regions. If local conditions begin to improve, along with the incessant vaccination and implementation of micro-PPKM, then the ministry is confident in the second and third quarters, an improvement in the number of domestic tourists is expected to begin.
Saya ingin lebih optimis dan saya ingin menebar harapan. Saya ingin menyampaikan jika kita terus berdisiplin dan angka COVID-19 ini bisa terus ditekan, saya melihat kuartal kedua dan kuartal ketiga ini kita mulai meningkat dari segi event ekonomi kreatif dan juga pemulihan dari pariwisata dan kebangkitan ekonomi.
In the near future, the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy is also preparing free COVID corridors. The COVID-19 vaccination-based tourism program will be implemented in Nusa Dua and Ubud, Bali. The implementation of the program refers to the data on the interest of foreign tourists from the ambassadors. From Jakarta, Raharjo Patmo for IDX Channel.
The SOE Ministry plans to develop a new business model for long-term economic support after the COVID-19 pandemic. The new business model is the electric vehicle battery business, which will be developed by Indonesia's EV Battery Holding.
The state-owned enterprise ministry plans to develop a new business model for long-term economic support after the COVID-19 pandemic. The new business model is the electric vehicle battery business, which will be developed by Indonesia's EV Battery Holding. Deputy Minister of SOE Pahala Mansuri said that with the development of the EV battery holding, Indonesia will have an integrated electric vehicle battery industry and will be the future for Indonesia, especially in the new and renewable energy sector.
Atau holding EV battery, di mana diharapkan bahwa Indonesia Battery Corporation tersebut akan melakukan investasi secara terintegrasi dari hulu hingga hilir, sehingga Indonesia diharapkan akan betul-betul memiliki industri baterai yang terintegrasi, dan kita harapkan bahwa industri baterai ini akan betul-betul menjadi masa depan, khususnya di sektor energi baru dan terbarukan.
Pahala believes that the electric vehicle battery industry will be able to support the national economy because Indonesia's natural resources are still abundant, especially nickel, which is the raw material for making electric batteries. From Jakarta, Wicky Adrian for IDX Channel.
The Ministry of Public Works and Public Housing set budget of 108.9 trillion rupiah to build 10 million connections for drinking water. This program is for a 5-year period from 2020 to 2024.
The Ministry of Public Works and Public Housing is about to achieve target of adding drinking water connections to 10 million units. The budget for the project is worth 108.9 trillion rupiah. The budget will be used for city drinking water supply system amounting to 19,498 liters per second, which valued at 34.12 trillion rupiah. Then, community-based drinking water supply system worth 16.5 trillion rupiah and an increase in drinking water supply system capacity worth 12.32 trillion and a decrease in non-revenue water worth 13.42 trillion. Government seeks capital from foreign investors in order to fulfill 108 trillion budget. This is because government only sets 34 trillion rupiah for water supply system in the state budget. It is only 26% of the whole budget needed.
2020 ini Direktorat Air Minum ada anggaran reguler dari APBN. Anggaran itu tidak mencukupi dari kebutuhan. Kalau kita bicara yang saya sampaikan 2020 sampai 2024 untuk 10 juta SR perlu 106 triliun, ya. Itu APBN cuma mencukupi kalau total 143 itu hanya 36 triliun.
Yuda also said that the ministry would create an official English page related to the domestic drinking water supply system project. This is important because foreign investors only get investment information in Bahasa. From Jakarta, Adi Firmansyah for IDX Channel.
Market headlines will be right back after the break. Stay tuned.
Presiden Jokowi disuntik vaksin Sinovac, pemerintah resmi menggelar vaksinasi nasional. Public figure ternama Raffi Ahmad menjadi artis atau selebritis layar kaca pertama yang mendapatkan penyuntikan vaksin Sinovac.
Vaksinasi COVID-19 ini penting kita lakukan untuk memutus rantai.
Hari ini tenaga kesehatan mulai menerima vaksinasi COVID.
jangan for living, karena nanti jadi nggak objektif pengambilan keputusannya. Investasi itu bukan untuk memenuhi kebutuhan hidup, harus tetap bekerja. Trading untuk membantu kita mencapai tujuan hidup.
Pelantikan Presiden Amerika Serikat terpilih Joe Biden diyakini akan meningkatkan penggunaan energi terbarukan.
Terutama dari melemahnya IHSG di hari ini, pemirsa, industri turun 2,43%.
PT Aneka Tambang TBK atau Antam ini mengajukan banding atas putusan Pengadilan Negeri Surabaya. Saham Antam minus 6,73%, level 3.000-an sudah ditinggalkan.
Dijadikan sebagai salah satu alasan atau momentum untuk orang take profit ya, gitu ya.
Welcome back. Just yesterday, Indonesian President Joko Widodo called on his cabinet ministers and other government officials to push a hate foreign products campaign to support the country's small and medium enterprises. However, this statement is reaping massive public comments.
President Joko Widodo's statement, which states hate foreign product, reaps pros and cons among the public. Even so, President Jokowi argued that this statement is a call for loving Indonesian products, which must continuously be echoed. The president also said that strong policies and strategies are needed to develop the market for Indonesia's local product, particularly during the novel coronavirus pandemic. Current domestic market is very large and could be an opportunity for business actors to take advantage of this momentum. Then, based on the data held by Jokowi, the consumer consumption index in January has increased to 84.9%.
Kemarin saya sampaikan, untuk cinta produk Indonesia, untuk bangga terhadap produk Indonesia, dan boleh saja kita ngomong tidak suka pada produk asing. Tidak, masa nggak boleh kita nggak suka, kan boleh saja tidak suka pada produk asing. Itu aja rame. Enggak, saya ngomong benci produk asing itu aja rame. Boleh kan kita tidak suka pada produk asing.
However, to achieve consumer loyalty, domestic products must be able to compete with competitive prices and good quality. Therefore, manufacturers must continue to improve the quality, packaging, and product designs that are adjusted to the market trend. Jakarta, Gilang Praditya, Didit Octavian for IDX Channel.
Yeah, President said that Indonesian consumers should be encouraged to love domestic brands and hate foreign products. But despite all the pros and cons, the President's statement is considered right by some people. Indonesian local products are like hidden gem. The quality is good and equal to foreign products. Even in some cases, Indonesian local product is better than foreign products. And speaking of which, do you know that some original Indonesian product brands are also sold overseas? Well, thanks to its quality. And I would like to give you some original Indonesian products that have gone international. Let's see what are those in the first graphic. This is worldwide famous Indonesia's local product. The first one we have Indomie, export market to United States, Saudi Arabia, Hong Kong, Australia, Jordan, Nigeria, and European countries. And then the next one we have Teh Boto Sosro, export market to United States, Saudi Arabia, Japan, Australia, and Singapore. The next one we have Polygon, export market to Spain, Australia, United States, Japan, Russia, and India. And another one, we have Tolak Angin from Sido Muncul. The export market for the product is to Saudi Arabia, Philippines, Myanmar, Cambodia, and Vietnam. And yes, I would like to put disclaimer here, not only those for brands, but there are many local Indonesian brands that go worldwide. And like I said before, those are hidden gems. Some brands even have very good quality, and people often think that those are not from Indonesia. What are those? Let's jump to another graphic. This is Indonesia's local product that often thought as foreign product. The first one we have Jeko Donut and Coffee was built in 2005 in Tangerang, and we have Hoka Hoka Bento, and we have also Polygon, Krisbau from Jakarta, and Eger from Bandung, my hometown. And again, I would like to put disclaimer here because there are many brands that often perceived as foreign product due to its product quality. But one thing to remember, these brands perfectly fit into terms from zero to hero. It is because they started it from zero, in often words, or in other words, they started as small, medium enterprises. The micro, small, and medium enterprise sector is crucial to Indonesia's economy. It is the growth engines of Indonesia's economy. Therefore, I would like to elaborate more on how big SME's contribution is through the next graphic. This is MSME's growth engines of Indonesia's economy. Contribute 97% to worker absorption, contribute 60% to GDP, contribute 58% to total investment, and contribute 14% to total export. We compile the data from ministry and cooperatives and small and medium enterprises. And luckily here in Indonesia, we have abundant small medium enterprises. Can you imagine if those small businesses can go big like the companies I've mentioned before? This is indeed huge benefit for Indonesia. And according to data from the Ministry of Cooperatives, Small and Medium Enterprises, in 2018, the number of SMEs business actors was 64.2 million, or 99.99% of total business actors in Indonesia. Therefore, government wants to seize the opportunity. The government has tried to raise the class of these micro enterprises through many ways. The government took several policies, including subsidizing loan interest, restructuring credit, providing working capital guarantees, and tax incentives. The funds allocated for the scheme amounted to 122.4 or 123 to be exact, 0.46 trillion rupiah. Of course, the government's assistance should be in line with business actors. Therefore, I would like to share to you strategies that business actors can do to leverage its business so they can do export and enter international market through the next graphic. These strategies to increase Indonesian export. The first one, expanding export markets to non-traditional markets, which is finding the new market, encourage service export, participating the trade and exhibition mission program, and optimizing free trade agreement and product refocusing from raw materials to semi-finished and finished product. And I would like to highlight about FTA. The benefits of free trade agreement for business actors are the matter of import duty rates that can be obtained up to 0% for products agreed in international trade agreements. This is very good opportunity for small and medium enterprises to do export due to their small capital. With the FTA, now small businesses have opportunity to export their products. And if you have business and want to take advantage of FTA, you can go to FTA Center. FTA Center is a non-structural institution under the Indonesian Ministry of Trade. And so far, the Ministry of Trade noted there are 1,268 small and medium enterprises had taken advantage of the Ministry of Trade's Free Trade Agreement Center. And apart from going to the FTA Center, Ministry of Trade has 43 trade representatives abroad who can help SMEs access to the market. The trade representatives consist of 24 trade attaches and 19 Indonesia trade promotion centers. And there are many advantages that we can get by buying domestic products. Apart from being able to further advance the domestic industry, we can also get to know more about the good quality that Indonesian products are offering. Another advantage is that the goods are cheaper and there is no need to expensive shipping cost to get the product. Stay tuned on Market Headlines because we'll be right back after the break.
Ya halo pemirsa, nama saya Mangivera Tjong. Saat ini saya menjabat sebagai presenter dan juga associate producer. Saat ini saya membawakan program IDX Session Closing, di mana di program tersebut saya menganalisa isu-isu ekonomi yang menarik, baik dari luar negeri maupun juga dari dalam negeri. Tentunya hingga saat ini saya masih terus belajar dan saya sangat menikmati profesi tersebut.
Ya, Otoritas Jasa Keuangan telah resmi menerbitkan belit yang mengatur modal inti minimum bank. Dengan penerbitan aturan ini,
bank ini heavily regulated, Mas. Jadi bank itu nggak bisa pindah tangan begitu saja, harus approval oleh OJK.
Menteri Keuangan Sri Mulyani Indrawati mengatakan bahwa industri keuangan syariah tumbuh mengesankan.
Di masa pandemi ini kita masih bisa bertahan dan bahkan menunjukkan kinerja yang sangat baik.
Hello, I'm Clara Antawijaya. I'm Associate Producer and News Presenter on Market Headlines. As Market Headlines starts at 4:30 p.m., which is in line with the closing market, therefore we summarize market conditions only for you. And my job in here as a journalist, I give concise and accurate news for the audience. And also, being a journalist is not only a job for me, but it is also a passion.
Presiden Joko Widodo memiliki optimisme yang tinggi terkait dengan proses vaksinasi nasional yang sedang dilakukan saat ini. Bagaimana tanggapan dari pengusaha dengan angka ini?
Tentu membuat kita harus lebih berhati-hati.
Langkah apa yang tepat dilakukan untuk bisa meningkatkan pemahaman masyarakat?
Komunikasi publik adalah kunci. Jadi kita harus bisa menunjukkan kepada masyarakat bahwa vaksinasi itu penting.
Welcome back. At the Jakarta Composite Index intraday movement earlier today, JCI was open at the level of 6,263.04. Then approaching the closing time on the first session, the index was on the level of 6,277.4. Then the index was showing weakening trend by the second session closing time. Index was closed at the level of 6,258.75. In short, JCI went down 0.51%. And next, we're going to see the sectoral movement leading the dynamics of today's trading. We got finance as the leader of the strengthening trend that went up 0.32%. And we got mining as the leader of the weakening trend that went down 2.78%. Infrastructure went down 1.37%. Basic industry went down 1.12%. And moving on to top gainers and top losers, here are the key highlights from today's trading session. BBCA went up 1.19% to level 34,000 per share. BBRI went up 0.21% to level 4,770 per share. ASA went up 7.06% to the level of 1,440 rupiah per share. And ARTO went up 3.26% to the level of 9,500 rupiah per share. Meantime, the top losers for today's trading, we got ANTM went down 3.97% to the level of 2,420 rupiah per share. INCO went down 6.79% to the level of 5,150 rupiah per share. Telkom Indonesia went down 1.19% to the level of 3,320 rupiah per share. And Astra International went down 1.35% to the level of 5,500 rupiah per share. And this is the intraday movement of rupiah towards US dollar. Opened at the level of 14,371 rupiah, was also showing weakening trend towards US dollar. It was closed at the level of 14,342. In summary, rupiah went down 1.1%. Bank Negara Indonesia, or BBNI, decided to cut its lending rates to 8.75% from 11.7% in 2020, December to be exact. The interest rate is effective starting February 28, 2021, which includes non-mortgage consumption loans.
Bank Negara Indonesia, or BBNI, decided to cut its lending rate to 8.75% from 11.7% in December 2020. The interest rate is effective starting February 28, 2021, which includes non-mortgage consumption loans. The President Director of Bank Negara Indonesia, Royke Tumilar, explained that the decision to lower the interest rate is in order to accelerate credit growth and economic recovery in 2021. In addition, it is also in the context of following the recommendation of Bank Indonesia that asks banks to be responsive to the BI 7-day reverse repo rate reduction, which has been lowered to the level of 3.5%. In addition, he added that mortgage loans were also set to decrease to 7.25% compared to the end of 2020 at 10%, and retail loans to 8.25% or lower than the end of December 2020 at 9.8%. Then the basic loan interest rate for corporate loans is also set to 8% or down compared to the position at the end of December 2020 of 9.8%. From Jakarta, IDX Channel's coverage team reported.
In order to spur revenue to grow double digits, Mitra Keluarga or MIKA plans to continue its expansion by adding 2 hospitals this year.
In order to spur revenue to grow double digits, Mitra Keluarga or MIKA plans to continue its expansion by adding 2 hospitals this year. Mitra Keluarga's head of investor relations, Aditya Wijaya, said that the company plans to start construction of the 2 new hospitals in the first half of 2020 and is targeted to operate in 2022. Meanwhile, the location is still around the Jakarta area. In addition, MIKA will also acquire 2 more hospitals, namely Rumah Kasih, Indonesia. However, because it is still in the assessment process, MIKA has not been able to provide further details regarding the 2 hospitals to be acquired. With MIKA's business plan this year, Aditya projects that this year's revenue growth can increase to double digits. However, he was still reluctant to say what the exact number was. For this reason, MIKA has also prepared a capital expenditure budget in 2021 of around 350 billion rupiah. From Jakarta, IDX Channel's coverage team reported.
Step aside from market condition as coronavirus pandemic takes big role on current economic situation, and here is an update data about coronavirus globally. And the news close our market headlines today. Please enjoy our next program on IDX Channel, your trustworthy economic, business and capital market channel. I'm Wicky Adrian. Have a nice evening and stay safe.
Sesuatu, punya cita-cita besar.
Presiden Joko Widodo sempat menyoroti kelangkaan kedelai yang ada di Indonesia.
Urusan yang berkaitan dengan tahu dan tempe, kedelai menjadi masalah juga karena tadi yang saya sampaikan.